name is Jennifer Marshall. I'm from Hull Bid, the City Centre Business Improvement District. We work for on behalf of businesses within the city centre, including Beasley's, Magpie's Den and New Vintage.
Hello, my name's Bobby Beasley. I work for my family in Beasley's Clothing in Hull. We're a family business and we've been going for about 30 years now, importing American vintage. Vintage clothes sort of goes in and out of fashion. It can follow trends, but it's always there. You're saving money and you're recycling, so there's lots of benefits from wearing vintage clothes. We tend to sort of think that we cater for everybody, really. I think Hull's got really good for vintage clothes. There's some great shops that have opened up, so you could actually come from out of town to come to Hull to see all the vintage clothes. And obviously with the fact that all vintage items are unique, you can troll around each of the shops and just get a whole outfit sorted out. There's all sorts of little hidden gems around.
It's essential that we do take care of our niche independents in Hull. Hull has a fantastic retail offering, but it's perhaps that not as many people know about it, and what we're trying to do here at Hull Bid is re-educate the public of what's here. We have gorgeous vintage arcades that are Victorian, beautiful architecture, and I think that's definitely a perfect environment for a vintage store. I think there is a fashion nowadays for people to have more individual style, and that's one thing that a vintage store definitely can have over a chain, and that people can create their own styles. We do work with the businesses on a regular basis to be able to offer something very special to the people of Hull, and that's really showcase of more of definitely the vintage retailers we have in the city centre. We help take good care of them in that way.
Hi, my name's Andy and I'm the manager of New Vintage in Princess Quay. The stock lines we have is mainly vintage clothing, and that's original garments from the 1950s right up until the early 90s. And we also stock some brands which are common people, and we stock Poor Boy Remade, which is vintage clothing reworked and given a bit of a twist. I think that vintage clothing brings almost a unique quality to shoppers in Hull. Obviously, when you go into the high street stores, you're going to get the same kind of thing, more or less than what everybody else is getting. Whereas obviously with vintage, everything is a one-off piece, and you can almost guarantee that nobody else is going to have it. I think vintage is getting bigger. I mean, there's new vintage shops popping up all over the place, and we even get customers in from bigger cities like Liverpool and Nottingham, and they actually say that we have more vintage shops here than they do there. So for Hull being quite a relatively small city, I think it does quite well for the amount of vintage shops it has, and I think it's only going to get stronger.